Hello, friends, and welcome back to the channel. Gunko Guns here, and yes, the mustache is still here, but today it's not smiling. Now, normally this is the part where I crack a joke, toss in some sarcasm, maybe talk about my charisma stat or how I once tanked the world boss using nothing but a strong jawline and a bad attitude. But not today. Today's video is a little different because, quite frankly, I'm struggling, man. I'm really struggling. I'm struggling to keep advocating for a game that I genuinely loved playing, a game I've made dozens of videos for, and a game that now feels like it's being managed by a couple of hamsters on a treadmill over at AGS. I'll keep this short. No bullshit, just the truth. Throwing in Liberty under the AGS management is in serious trouble, and if they keep going the way they're going, there really isn't going to be anything left to promote. Let's talk about it. All right, thank you guys again for being here. Let's get into it, and oh boy, it's spicy, okay? So there's currently a max exodus from Throwing in Liberty, and before someone in the back yells, "It's not that bad," let me stop you right there. It definitely is. And here's what's happened, so we're all on the same collapsing game server page, okay? The other night, before AGS did their immediate emergency patch and turned the servers off, tons of people in general chat noticed something a bit off. Suddenly, the chat looked like this. Anonymous has crafted said Cordy arc weapon, followed by Anonymous has crafted Cordy said weapon, etc. And again and again and again and again. And I was like, man, wow, RNG really does have its favorites, but no, because he kept going on again and again and again. Anonymous has crafted this weapon, and he's like, what the hell is happening? You see, a group of players figured out how to dupe arc weapons, specifically the Cordy ones, and not just one or two, they were mass producing them like they opened a cursed Costco. Right now, there's dozens of them up on the market. So what does AGS and the devs do? They shut the server down, patch it, good start, right? So here's where it goes off the rails a little bit. They did not remove the duped items. 2, they did not punish any of the players. They basically gave them a thumbs up and a gift basket and sent them on their way. And this is just this week's exploit. At this point, this game has more bugs than a summer barbecue and less accountability than a toddler in a cookie jar. So yeah, that's what happened this past week. Now look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I was fuming, absolutely livid. I even tried yoga, thinking maybe some deep breathing would help, but then I remembered I don't bend that well. The only thing that stretched was my patience. So I took a few days off to cool, reflect. Because here's the deal, man. I've been playing MMOs now for 20 years, from Star Wars Galaxies to World of Warcraft, Lord of the Rings, SWTOR, and everything in between. And let me tell you something. Bugs happen, exploits happen, is the nature of the beast. Gamers are clever, sometimes too clever. But here's what doesn't happen. In literally every other MMO I've played, the devs don't just shrug and move on. They punish the exploiters. They remove the items from circulation. They make it very clear this is not okay. But not in Throwing in Liberty, not with AGS at the wheel. And frankly, I'm tired of defending them. I don't know how much longer I can sit here, make content, promote this game with a smile when exploiters win and honest players get shafted. No accountability, no transparency, just another week, another exploit, a dev team acting like nothing's wrong. And that, my friends, is the real problem here. At this time, I actually want to bring a really good friend of mine, Fade Odin from Fade Odin Gaming. His channel will be actually in the description of this video as well, guys. Check him out. He's an amazing gamer. Me and him have been playing Throwing in Liberty now since the game started in early access. What do you think about this, Fade?
Hey, everyone. Honestly, it is a bad look for the game. Like you said, exploits happen, bugs happen, players are clever, they will find a way. It is how the company responds that determines everything. AGS has decided to sweep this under the rug during their emergency maintenance. For anybody who didn't know what it was for, just went with the regular, it's a UI fix, it's a console controller fix. For the people who knew, they knew why it went down, and it was due to the players exploiting the Cordy and the Delos Noah items, causing the duplication. Now, I don't want to go into how it was actually done, as AGS may come down on guns here, but to simply put it, people were duplicating those items you get from the events via the auction house and then crafting these items over and over again.
Yeah.
So
it's definitely a bad look.
Yeah, and that is a big benefit for players. The amount of Lucent that these players are going to benefit. And then other people who have spent $3,000, $4,000 real life dollars buying these items, while other players just exploited their way to get this item. It's completely unfair. And then because this game is PvP centric, some of these weapons, especially the Cordy crossbows, are huge in PvP. Like if you have one even Cordy crossbow player on your group in a GVG conflict and you can utilize it properly, you will win the game. Like it is that strong. And this is just like the tip of the exploit iceberg. This is the worst one, obviously, but we have the whole trial exploit. Now, personally, I wouldn't go as far as what I've seen on Reddit, where people are, coming out with pitchforks, calling everybody, AGS to ban everybody, because realistically, the rewards you get for trials is so minimal with the changes to rune systems. You got like 5 to 10 levels of runes, maybe. I think they should reset the ranks for trials and give everybody all of the rune rewards that you would have gotten. That way everybody has the same rewards.
Or take away the runes that were gone in that period. Either way, you got to make it fair.
Yeah. It's hard to do that because there are some people who may not have gotten to 15 legitimately, but like 12, 13. And it's hard to pick out who, was exploiting, who wasn't. So I think if you just gave it to everybody, that puts that evenly on the playing field, and the leaderboard gets reset to 0, and those people will have to do it again. I know it sucks, but a few spoiled it for everybody.
No, and again, this always happens in MMOs, man. It's not the first time, but again, it's the way that you go from there and what happens after, and there's just literally no accountability here at TNL. The other one that I've noticed, and again, we don't have to jump into it too much, there's a lot of players doing the solo guild at level 30. They're buying guilds at level 30 and then soloing, Daigon for the Daigon staff so they can sell it for 30K or 40K as well. Because you can, jump on the little rock. And again, the boss wouldn't, be able to hit you, and you can do that. I'm just saying that this game has so many freaking exploits that, like, nobody even does things correctly anymore. Like, this is just the way. Because if you don't exploit, somebody else will, and they'll be ahead of you. It's just a really, really bad look.
Yeah, the motto right now for this game when it comes to bugs and exploit is exploit early, exploit often, just like it was back in the World of Warcraft days.
Oh my God.
And people have learned, AGS tried to punish these people in Lost Ark, that other Korean game that was out, the top-down kind of Diablo-esque one. And when they started banning people for exploiting, the player base plummeted. So they saw it was a bad move. But I think they're going in the completely opposite direction this time and just not doing anything. They really need to be in the middle here,
Yeah, 100%. Well, there you have it, guys. Again, thank you for listening. Thanks for Fate for joining us. I am very frustrated, I'll be honest, guys, and it's making it difficult for me to promote this game with all this craziness that's happening. I know for Fate, he's stopped posting videos for TNL as well. Maybe not for the same reason, but again, I think it all kind of comes down to the no accountability from from the devs and all of that. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Let me know what you think the future is for TNL and especially for AGS, because isn't Aeon 2 coming out like at the end of the year as well? Like, man, if they haven't learned, because I think they did the same thing in Arcade or whatever, they did it here. What's that to stop them from doing it in the new game, right? I don't know. It's all kind of crazy. Anyway, thank you guys. Fade, you want to say anything before we get out of here?
I just want to, make sure people are calm and don't go threatening AGS employees on Twitter here. We don't know who's responsible for, the reaction to this. Could be AGS, could be NCSoft. No one knows. So please don't go threatening people. Voice your opinions in a structured manner. Just give feedback and let them know how you feel.
Fade's the nice one here. The mustache Gunko guns, We are all that is man. You know what to do. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. See you guys in the next one.